Here's some Texas bluebonnets. They're pretty. They're really coming out. We had some rain, so they're really coming out. And you can see what they look like real close up. And there's some bees flying around them. Tam and I are at the old courthouse square in LaGrange. And this courthouse was built, oh, I don't know, something back in the early 1800s. I don't know exactly the year, but it is really something. You get up close to it, you can see the stonemason work on it. It's just incredible. But it is a really beautiful courthouse. And we were just walking around the square here. They've got a Saturday morning farmers deal. But the trees are just really beautiful too. They really take care of the area here. But this courthouse is beautiful. You can really get a good view of it. I'm not sure what that Scots is. Right there. Kind of looks like a gargoyle, but not. But it's absolutely a beautiful courthouse. There's some more bluebonnets at the campground. They're really thickening up since we've had some rain. They're really pretty. Lots of bluebonnets. Of course, the bees like them too. There's lots of bees around them, getting all the pollen. A nice swing at the campground. These are some of the pull-through sites. Taking a walk around the campground, get some exercise. Here's some more of the wildflowers that's coming in bloom. This is here in the campground, right beside our rig. Like I said, Texas in the hill country is famous for their wildflowers. They're really pretty. I'm not sure what these are called, but I'll find out. These are called pink evening primrose wildflowers. And there's some blooming right beside our rig. They're really quite pretty. Pink evening primrose. You can see some wildflowers out in the right side. They're not as prevalent down here as what they are up in the Grange.
Well, they're not even as prevalent up there. They haven't had enough rain through the winter.
There's some pink primrose, some yellow daisies. Looks like some Texas paintbrush or Indian paintbrush, depending on the orange flowers there. But I've been noticing they're not as
well, it's the end of their season. They're usually mid-March.
well, that's yeah.
But they said nowhere in Texas they've been very good because they haven't had enough rain.
Yeah, a lot of places haven't had enough rain. I was hoping to show you some wildflowers, but I guess not. Well, it looks like I can show you some more wildflowers. On the left is a lot of Indian paintbrush, and on the right is a lot of yellow, I forget what they're called.
I think it's some kind of an invasive flower.
Every once in a while along the highway here, you'll see big patches of wildflowers, if they haven't mowed them over yet. And then otherwise, it's pretty barren. But I was hoping to show you a lot of wildflowers, but I guess not. I was putting together a video of a lot of different types of the wildflowers, and I put a link to the Texas Wildflower Center, the Lady Bird Johnson. It's over near Fredericksburg, or on the way to Fredericksburg. It's a pretty nice place. Tammy and I have been over there, passed there a couple of times, even more so when we lived near Austin. And we would stop by the Wildflower Center a lot. Very nice place. All the wildflowers you want, plus there's a store there. You could buy all the wildflowers. There was a restaurant, a pottery, just different things. It was a real nice place. Now you can see some more wildflowers, but not as many as I wanted to show you, but well.
Just outside Victoria, Texas.
Yeah, we're still on Highway 77, and we're just outside Victoria. And yeah, Victoria's pretty large city.
Yeah.
Way too large to be called a town, but it's a fairly large city. There's a lot of cattle ranches out here, a lot of oil wells.
Equine center. Horses. Cows.
A lot of oil pipelines, a lot of gas pipelines. Of course, there's a lot of companies that service and cater to the pipelines, drilling and that kind of thing. Of course, you all know Texas is an oil-producing state. A lot of refineries here in Texas, especially around the Gulf Coast. Which kind of makes it nice too. Fuel prices tend to be a little lower around here than it is in the northern states, where there's not many refineries. Anyway, we're coming into Victoria, so we'll let you go and catch up with you later.